All right, here we are back again. This is reveal number 552, believe it or not. Number 552 will be this 1956D plastic tube roll. This will be our third reveal for the evening. We've got two coming up tomorrow before we do the singles pull. And we have what appears to be a pretty nice 1956D roll here. One I have not been through. I don't know what's in here. And let's find out. Carl, coin number one. Let's see what's on coin number one. Well, it appears to be a little bit of roll end corrosion, typical for the end roll piece. We've got nothing there. We're going to check the reverses on the first 10 coins. No double die reverse is known for 1956D. Doesn't mean we're not going to find one, but it means we're not likely to. And even if we don't, because we don't look on the reverses of all the coins, Eric is going to be checking the roll after we are done with it, and he will find anything that we might have missed. So there's coin number one for Carl. And we move on now to coin number two. Jesse, you take care of yourself, brother. You do the best you can for yourself. Get comfortable. Pain relievers, whatever it takes. I know there's a lot out there that doesn't feel good for someone going through treatment like you are. Or just, I wish I could do something to make it better. All right, take a look at the reverse side of coin number two here. First 10 coins, we'll check both sides. Then we'll go to looking at the obverse only if we don't find anything prior to the end of those 10 coins. This one was for Mr. Worley. Coin number two had nothing on it. Coin number three now. Frostbite. On to Frostbite. Yeah, Kelly Ray says that I'm running a little behind. It's not necessarily running behind as much as I just scheduled these things 30, 45 minutes apart from each other, thinking that, you know, if they run quick, they run quick. If they don't run quick, you guys will understand. You'll find me on whatever I'm live on and watch that until we get done. And so I guess this stream was supposed to start, was 7:45. That was like 40 minutes ago. So here we are nonetheless. It's nothing having been forgotten, nothing having been left behind. We're just doing one stream after another here. All right, coin number four now. This one goes to Eric. And Mr. Eric picks up. It's another late die state coin with a Larry. We will eventually. Yes, Carl, I do, and yes, I do. I'll have to figure out what I need to charge for them, and I'll let you know. Try to get them in your package. Even if I get them in your package and send them to you, I'll do that, and then we'll worry about you paying for them later or trading for them or whatever. I'm in just a bit of a rush, just like I always would be at the very end of productive week, trying to get ready for a trip to leave town. I will broadcast perhaps some while I'm in the car or while I'm along my trip. It's about a 11-hour drive that I'll have come up Monday or Tuesday. Not sure yet what day I'm leaving. Probably Monday. And I will probably be leaving by, I'm going to say, 6 in the morning. So it means I'll have to carry your mail with me and drop the mail off somewhere along the route. Not exactly sure where. Yeah. This roll is actually kind of shoddy. Not the best. Education. That's what happens. You know, education takes time. Can't do that instantaneously, even when I'm talking about, license plates, or I don't know. I kind of gauge the direction of the conversation here, and it's because I'm having it. Well, I know I'm basically having conversation with you, but since it's a one-way conversation, it's almost like I'm talking to myself. That's what my wife says. You up there talking to yourself again? No. I'm trying to leave like early, like before daylight Monday, which means that the mail will have to be dropped off probably like in Crossville, Tennessee or something, because I'll be headed to southern Illinois. Yeah, it's just a good little look at the reverse first. This is not a pretty roll, people. This is not pretty. I'll tell you what, we're not finding anything in this roll. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm sitting here going through stuffing these coins in your flip inserts. I will finish this, and then I'll stack everything back up, and we'll go back through it, only with a different roll. So now you're going to get 2 coins for your pull instead of 1. And for now, I'm just working on getting rid of this less than beautiful roll. Crossville has a Buc-ee's. I might stop at Buc-ee's. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of Buc-ee's because it just takes too long. It's more a tourist attraction than it is a store to stop and get a drink, you know. And I'm not really that much into tourist attractions when I'm trying to get someplace. In case you guys don't know what I'm doing, I'm just stuffing your flips with these coins, and I'm going to go back through and I'm going to stuff them with the other coins that we're actually going to look at. So you will get 2 coins for your pull. Not 1, but 2. Ginsu 2. Double the cut for the same price. And if you happen to get something good in your bottom coin, you got it for nothing. So that is how that's going to work. Why? Because it's my channel, and I can. But really, why? Because I like giving you guys stuff that makes you feel like you've gotten a deal. Like there's some reason to be here. Some effective reason to support the channel. Watch what happens. I get finished with this here. And I stack everything back up and get us ready for the real reveal. We'll be doing that by, say, 8:50. And we'll be done with the reveal by 9:30. And no, I still don't know what's on any of these coins. No idea. I could be stuffing this full of RPM number 1s and I don't know it. Hey Eric, I decided this roll was a no good roll, so I'm giving them these coins. So they're getting these for nothing. Then there's going to be a second coin in these flips. It's kind of a replacement roll. And so I'm just doing the replacement roll right now, getting it done, getting it out of the way, and we will further figure out what's going on later. Who's number 50? Jordan is number 50. He's going to have to get 2 coins. Because we were short 1 coin in this roll. No, we weren't. There it is. I just poured it out of the tube. So hang on, let me get Jordan's coin in here. There is Jordan's coin. All right, so now we're going to go back through and we're going to do it name up this time, so you'll be able to see when you're coming up, because we've already got a coin in each of these. Hang on, let me get another roll. Alright, here we go. Appears to be a nice 56D roll. And it's full. It's over full. So, there it is. Alright. So, 1956D, did you say? Coin number 1. It doesn't seem a lot better, does it? This is where the buck stops. If I'm giving you 2 less than beautiful coins, you're getting double your chance of having something. Here's Mr. Worley. What's that? Let's see. Okay. Just a minute, Mark Shadow. Okay, let me move this down just a little bit. These coins are brighter. They're prettier. All right. You live near Cocoa Beach? I thought you lived in the Memphis area. That's where your address is. If you live in Cocoa Beach, I can visit you next time I come to Florida. I have you drive up to Titusville and I'll take you to Dixie Crossroads. Alright, here's number 3. This one goes to Frostbite now. Haven't found anything so far. Doesn't mean we won't, just means I haven't. There's a minor RPM for Eric right there. That's a pretty decent little RPM. See the split lower serif and the split upper serif. So that is an RPM. At least we have one. Alright, that's for Eric. Was that for Eric? No, that was for Frostbite. I'm sorry. I'm looking at Eric's name. Eric gets the next one. Eric gets this coin. What do we have? And it's just a normal late die state coin here, unfortunately. Alright. Well, we're doubling up our odds here. But it looks like this one may not be a much better roll. Here's one for Taco John now than the one we just went through. The coins are in better shape, though. I can guarantee you that much. These coins look prettier. Nothing going on there. This one could be a doubled eyelid. Nope. Thought it was, maybe. Just maybe. Hello, Mr. Fletcher. You might be wondering, why am I putting coins in flips where there are already coins? Well, it's because we went through one roll and it wasn't all that good, so we're going through a second roll and trying to double up our odds of finding something decent, and it hasn't worked out well for us yet. We have found 1 RPM so far in the second roll. So here's one for Parviz now. Numero siete. That's the same as the first coin we pulled out. Same die. Or same die pair. Nothing exciting yet. And this one is Parviz. So I never can remember how to do that. If you're showing possession on a name that ends in a Z or an S, do you double the sound of the Z or the S, or do you not double the sound? Let's see. Because is it Parviz or Parvizes? Yeah. Is it Gus or Gus's? I guess it would be Gus's, so it would be Parviz's. But do you double the... Let's see, Parviz ends in a Z. So it would be Parviz apostrophe S. Yeah, just like Roger put on there. See, Roger doesn't have that problem with his name. It's always Roger until you're going to make it possessive. Then it's Roger apostrophe S. And if you have more than one Roger and you're talking about their possession, the Rogers, or Rogers as in a last name, then you would put the S, then the apostrophe. The apostrophe would go at the very end of the word. Is it goose or gooses? Well, do you have a goose's feather? So that would be a goose apostrophe S. But if you're talking about more than one, is it a geese's feather? Geese's feathers? Geese apostrophe S? Geese's feathers? Yeah, but you have to show possession. The feathers belong to the geese. They are the geese's feathers, so it'd be geese apostrophe S. It would be Charles apostrophe, because it ends in an S already. That's a rule I know. It's when you get into words that have really weird ending sounds that I start getting a little confused. That's a very strange looking mint mark right there. I don't think it is anything, but it's a strange looking mint mark nonetheless. You can send me all the goose feathers I'd like. Do you have gooses? Or the goose's feathers? This one's for Josie, Jim. And it's a cute looking coin, but I don't think it really is anything. Josie's going to enjoy getting 2 1956 Ds here for a single pull. Here's one for Sissy. Now I got to quit flipping these over. If I flip them over, you can't tell who they are. There's one for Sissy. Yeah, we got nothing special coming out of Sissy here. Starting to get tired. Blubbly bluff bluff. It's 8:55. Eric's gonna turn into a pumpkin if he stays up for another 5 minutes. No, not finding anything, sorry. Seems like we run into waves of really good rolls and then waves of nothing, but you never can tell when we're going to change waves. We could change waves at any time. And this is just confusing sometimes. Confounding and confusing. One for Frostbite here. Let's see what we can do for Frosty. Frosty? It's a late die state coin. That's about it. Not even doubled eyelids. These are fresh rolls. There's one for Mr. Fletcher. Yeah, I'm drinking root beer this evening, not anything heavier. Just root beer. Shouldn't be drinking that because of the sugar content, but once in a while, I don't bother trying to control. I just go with the flow. Sand Digger. Next. Sand Digger now. Okay, that's the same RPM that Eric got earlier. It's got a split upper serif and a split lower serif. Zoom in on this one a little bit. We have time. We can take a quick look. See how you can see a split down here in the lower serif, and then there's a split up here on the upper serif. So that's a pretty decent one. What? Huh? Who needs spanked? Me? Who needs spanked? Inquiring minds want to know. Me? What did I do? Never mind. Where do I get it? Spanked? I haven't been spanked in a long time. Oh, sugar no good for me. No, but spankings are. There's another different little bit of an RPM. Just a minor one, though. See if there's an I that goes with it. Nothing. Nothing special, man. Is that legal? Let me ask you. Let's see. Ask me if I care. I will say no. Just like when I have my stress and anxiety treatment that comes sometimes in the evenings before I go to bed. It allows me to go to sleep. It allows me to have a full night of sleep. And there are no medication drugs, as in pills and other gadgets and gadgetry that the medical world would give to me that help with that nearly as much as cannabis does. And so I think it's ridiculous that it is illegal in my state, yet in other states that touch this state, it is legal, and it is legal in about half of the other states in this country, yet because I have a North Carolina driver's license, it's illegal. And I'm not interested in magnesium. I'm interested in calming. I'm interested in basically throwing myself into sleep. And what I do works very well for that. The Sand Digger RPM is a new one. Wow. That's spoken from someone who does a lot of studying RPMs. Roger can tell you if one's new, if it is. So, could likely have a new listing. We look through enough 56Ds, we should get a new listing once in a while. There's another This might be one of those ones that's just a damaged lower part of the punch. It is. Now see these little guys here, that they look like an RPM split, and sometimes they're actually even tripled. There's some sort of damage that went around on some of the punches in 1956, or one of the punches in 1956, that punched a number of different dies, and this is one of them. It is actually not suspected to really be an RPM. We think it's just damage. Mint mark punch damage. Well, that's Malcolm. What are we up to? Number 20? Wow. If it takes all night, boys and girls, if it takes all night, you guys have to stay with me. Mark here. Number 21. Mark's number 21 is... It appears to be normal. I have to be a little closer to tell, though. Not further away, Chuck. Go closer. Nope, it is a double split serif RPM. Minor double split serifs. Split upper and split lower. But it's there. It's definitely there. There we go. Now, I'm not one to tell you which way you need to go. Whether you have a really nice RPM or nothing at all. It's the process that's enjoyable. The process of finding them. The RPMs, the double dies. This one's from Mickey. It turned out this one was also normal. Now number 23. This one goes to Mr. Jordan. Not like Michael Jordan, but like Jordan Nawab. All right, that was my best Morgan Freeman. And his best Morgan Freeman voice. He sang Kumbaya and put everyone to sleep. Well, we have a pretty good stack of coins that we've been through tonight. I hope you had fun with it. We've still got quite a few left here. We're eventually going to find our way through all of this. But because I have to be here through the end, you have to be here supporting me. Even if that means physically holding me up. Got nothing special on that one there. I was doing a roll dig after the reveal. Sure, why not? There will be a reveal show coming up on Monday. I will not be here. Eric will be broadcasting that show. Eric will do his own reveals this coming week. There's another double split serif RPM for you. So please be here Monday to help support the cause and show Eric your love. I am going to be somewhere between Nashville and Marion, Illinois, when that show is broadcast. Nice clean looking 1956D here, but doesn't appear to have anything special on it. My accent comes out when I'm sleepy. I'm not sleepy, I'm just tired. I mowed a acre yard before we got into this. So I got up early this morning. Somebody brought me a new box for rolls. Put all my reveal rolls in it. And I didn't know that's what was happening. So I spent about 2 hours hunting my reveal rolls down today. But I found them. You can't hide them that well, Mickey. Not in this room. I'll find them. Cussing you all the way, but I'll find them. No, I'm not sleepy, boys and girls. I'm just tired. Oh, Sissy. Sissy's up next. I got nothing here. Normal. Normal. Yeah, it would be less tiring for me to be going through these rolls if there was really, really good stuff in them. My accent. What is my accent, Roger? Another one for Eric. I don't have an accent. All of you people do. When you take a nap on the toilet, you know you're exhausted. I've done that before. Actually, there was a time I was having trouble sleeping, right? And it was because of stress and everything else. My doctor gave me trazodone. And trazodone's supposed to help you sleep. But trazodone has one of those warnings on it. Do not take with alcohol. So I thought, yeah, bullshit. That's for little weak people. That's an RPM right there. I'll take it. And I'll have a couple of Guinness on top of it. So I went out and I played pool. I had a Guinness. And then I had another one when I got home. And I took my trazodone. Then I sat down in the chair and started playing PlayStation. I played PlayStation for a while and then I started feeling like really woozy. So I got up and I kind of crawled my way down the hallway to relieve myself before bed because I was getting very tired and very woozy. And so I decided to sit down on the toilet because I was really tired. I didn't want to fall down. That was at about 1 o'clock in the morning because I got off work at midnight. And I woke up at 4:30 with my face up against the wall on the bathroom floor with my pants around my ankles, wondering where I was and how I got there. That trazodone definitely helped me go to sleep. A little faster than I wanted it to. But it sure helped me. After that day, I never took another one of those. I threw the rest of the bottle out. No more of that for Chucky. He's going to figure out a way to go to sleep without alcohol and without trazodone. Yeah, I got rid of my issue. I kept the beer. I've never had a problem drinking beer. I've never spilled a single one. Sandigger up next. Sandigger gets coin number 35. Coin number 35 is this one right here. Another late die state 1956D Lincoln cent. We call this one Rudolph, the brazen-nosed reindeer. And you hear a bunch of slamming. That's so I can get two coins, and I'm settling the coins one direction then another, and then getting them put together. And you flip so that you can get your two coins put together as they need to be. Now, here we go. Just another late die state coin. There's that one. That was for Parvis. Now Deanne. Now, we definitely have an original roll here. I'm seeing the same dies over and over again. It's just that I'm not seeing the RPM dies as much as I'm seeing the ones that are not RPMs. That little lesson with the trazodone taught me a very important thing. The science of pharmaceuticals knows more about the effect of their product than I do. There's another RPM. So now, when I'm given a bottle of sedatives or a bottle of medication, painkillers, whatever it might be, for whatever ails me, and it says, do not consume alcohol with this drug. You know, I do not consume alcohol with that drug. I've never had that same problem again. Struck through on the 9. I don't know. We'll take a look. On this coin? No. Not struck through. You got a little bit of that issue of the field not being nice and leveled up, but that's because of the hubbing. That was number 38. We'll move on now to number 39. This one's for Jordan. Let's see what Jordan gets here. Another double serif RPM. See, the upper serif and the lower serif are both doubled here, as with a number of the other coins in this particular roll. On the wheat pulls, do I feed the flips from the same rolls, or do I take a roll and just empty it into flips? Generally, the way I work that is I end up with a lot of coins that are just left over in tubes for one reason or another, but they're all still BU tubes of rolls or of coins, and I don't pay attention to their originality, to why they're in there, where they came from. All I'm doing is watching to be sure that they're uncirculated coins going into the flips. Calipigian. Most of the coins have not been looked at or searched in any way. I don't go through any of the rolls that I use for the singles pools. I let you guys do that. I think you guys enjoy doing that more than I do. Alright, that's another RPM. Here's one for Paul. Paul Hampton now. Let's see what we have here. Not an RPM, but this one looks like it could be a doubled eyelid. That adds a level of complexity to the whole thing. Mickey now. Mickey, don't lose your number. That's a normal coin there. Normal one's got some spots on it too. Not the prettiest looking coin. Frosty. These are nice, bright looking coins for the most part. This one is not undive ready. Oh, got a 41D 1mm3. That's right. You did tell me about that. 1941D RPMs are actually kind of tough to come by. That was a really, really nice pull. So if anybody got 41Ds out of the pull last week, be sure to check for 41D RPM number 3, because one did come out of the pool. Yeah, I got nothing on this one either. Make sure you ask your family, your friends, the farmer that owns a barn down the street if they've got any old license plates. I'm a license plate guru. I'm a person who loves my license plates, so you can give me as many license plates as you can. I'll put them in boxes and get them put back out on the market eventually. I got to figure out what I'm going to do. I especially want 1968 license plates, so what I'm doing is I'm using the ones I'm picking up as trade bait and sale fodder to put together a 1968 set. United States license plates. It's another RPM there. It's a pretty one. Kind of nice, don't you say? Alright then. We're down to just a few coins remaining. One for Sand Digger here. Sand Digger. It's this one. It's going to turn out to be a normal coin, it appears. And it looks like that's exactly what we've got. The coin cards idea is still definitely very much alive, but it is going to be protracted a bit from my initial thought. Evidently, when you are going through a Kickstarter, things have to go more slowly than I was looking for them to go. So it looks like we will be into September before I can get a release on these cards. And the Kickstarter will not come around until the first week of August. So I told you that I would try to have the Kickstarter going this weekend. That is not going to happen. Unfortunately. But the fortunate part of that, the good part about it, is that the program is still going to happen. It's just not going to happen the exact same way. Oh, this one, next one here is for Carl. I don't know why I'm holding his flip. Nothing need be done actually until I get to a point where I'm actually going to put the coin inside the flip. I've noticed quite a few this evening, and in this second roll here we've got a little curve right above the Y, That is the bottom half of the sea of cent. And a clash from the reverse. Here it is, boys and girls. The moment we've all been waiting for. The very last coin of the evening goes to Jordan. And it is a minor RPM. We have a split in the lower serif. And this is it. This is it for the day. I have two reveals tomorrow. One of them's a 1942 D roll, and the other one's an original 1972 Philadelphia roll. Lots of excitement around that 72 Philadelphia roll. I've actually had a dream about it. So we'll see if my dream comes true and that we end up with a lot of 72 double dies. That's going to occur tomorrow afternoon. And then tomorrow evening, we will do the singles pull show. We will have another large array of 1934 to 1958 uncirculated Lincoln cent singles that we will be going through. Anybody can still get in on this who has not yet gotten in, or if you want to extend your order for more coins, just let me know via email. My email address is cd@coppercoins.com. I like your idea, Doug, but it's getting a little confusing. I think I want to keep it as simple as possible. That's for me. The simpler it is for me, the easier it is for me to remember and figure out what I'm doing. All right, folks, I'll see you tomorrow afternoon. How's that sound? I'll see you tomorrow afternoon with another reveal, another fun time. Come on by and see me. I think it's going to be at about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. We'll be doing the singles pull tomorrow evening. I believe 6:30 or 7, somewhere around there. Basically, you come to me around 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and we will spend the rest of the day together. I'll see you guys then. Have a great night.